Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Miss Palace Kitchen, Donga Yard, Donga Jamaica, Donga Jandong. In today's recipe, I want to show you how to prepare your pigtail before adding it to your stew or even to just your barefoot rice and peas. So this is a critical preparation. This is a critical preparation method used in Caribbean cooking, partially in Jamaica. You know, we Jamaicans, we are not normal. Alright? To remove excessive salt and so in this recipe, what I'm about to show you now, guys, is how to prepare the pigtail. So this is a critical preparation method used in Caribbean cooking. I mean, particularly in Jamaica. And you know, we Jamaican, we are not normal. So what we do, we boil the pigtail, or if you want to say, you scald the pigtail, right? To remove the excessive salt before you add it to your dishes, whether it is your stew peas or, you know, just to add it to your barefoot rice or to any other thing that you want to do to it. This is a critical preparation that you have to do before using your pigtail. So let me walk you right through it. We're gonna boil this multiple times, probably 3 or 4 times. Well, it depends, because if you boil it like 3 times and you still taste it salty, you would have to give it another boil. Alright, so let me walk you through this. So first thing first, you want to cut up your meat into some 1-inch size. You can either ask your butcher to do it, or you can just do it at home, because I know that when you buy it in the supermarket, I don't think you get it cut up. So that's the first thing you want to do. Then what we're going to do now, we're going to just add some water to rinse it off. You want to rinse it off thoroughly. You're rinsing off some of the excessive salt before adding it to the pot. Alright, so now that our pigtail is rinsed off and looking nice and clean, we are going to just add it to the pot and then add our water to the pot. Alright, so I have the lime here. You may be asking why I have the lime. What am I going to use the lime to do? You can soak the pigtail, and this is optional. You can soak it in water and lime, or you can use some white vinegar and soak for 30 minutes to an hour, or you can soak it overnight, and that helps to remove the excessive salt and to also help to tenderize as well. So that is the reason I have these lovely Jamaican lime. Alright, so let me add the pigtail to the pot. Let me just lift this thing and just right out in the pot. I'm gonna add some water to cover it, and then I'm going to start the boiling process. I'm going to add some water to cover the pigtail. Alright, so that is it. Now that our pigtail is covered, we're going right over to the stove with this. And let me just cover and head on over to the stove with this. Really heavy. Alright, so I'm going to turn the stove on. Alright, and we're going to scald just for 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'm going to repeat that process. Throw away that water, rinse off the pigtail, and repeat that process. So this is our first boil, and that is it. After 15 minutes, I'm going to just remove it from the heat and throw off the water, rinse it off, and then add some more water, fresh water to the pot, and add it back to the fire. So this is it now, guys. You notice how the pigtail look a little pale. So once the pigtail is tender and desalted, you want to go ahead and give it that final wash with some tap water. Then, depending on what you're gonna do with it, you can remove the fats. There are always fats on it. I always remove them. You can go ahead and remove the fats. Like here, you can just cut along the line to remove the sort of fat. You can cut along and remove the fats off it, depending on, as I said, it depending on what you're going to do and if you want to defat it. All right, so this is it. So after you do that, now you want to season. You want to season and add your garlic and, you know, all that you need to add and season your meat. All right, so how you test this? You can test it, you know, guys, to know if it really desalted. What I normally do, I would just use a fork and I would just stick it right through, because it's a little tender. Once you boil it, it's going to be a little tender. So you stick it right through, then you want to taste. And if it tastes really salty, you know, you need to give it another boil. Yup. You need to scald him off a bit more. But do not boil off all the salt from it, you know, because the salt is what flavored it, and you have to leave a little tinge of salt. That is what flavor it, and that is what going to give it the taste. Just boil off the excessive salt. All right, because remember, they brine it by using the coarse salt and the pimento berries, and you know, all that they need to use to brine this lovely Jamaican pigtail here. So yeah, this is it. Give my recipe a try. Don't forget to like, share, comment, share the videos, guys. Share the videos, please and thanks. Catch you on another recipe in Miss Polly's kitchen. That's it for now. Bye.